Hello, Professor Gruhn here. We're going to spend a quick couple of minutes on some CSS with images. I want to clean up a couple of things from the FileZilla badge a couple of weeks back. And so here's the deal. Right now on my hobbies page, I have my headshot, and notice it has a border around it. And also I have my Corvette picture on my hobbies page. And it's got a border around it as well. And I noticed that on a bunch of your pages, all your images have borders around it. And maybe that's not what you want to do. Maybe that's what's happening is that whenever you put an image on your site, this CSS that we have in the My Styles page, this CSS is taking over for everything, and we don't want that to happen. So the first thing we want to do is we want to rename this image tag to be a class. So I'm just going to call this W border. So it's image.w border, and that's going to be the class for it. And then if I save that CSS page and refresh, notice here, no border, no rounded corners, no nothing. So we're partway there. So I have to now go to my header where my headshot is located. And now I'm going to add the class W border. And I'll save that and in the header, refresh, and now I have my images just being a standard straight image, and then my header picture with the W border class being impacted. What I don't like though is on my images, I don't have a responsive behavior. Notice the Corvette down below here that that is not responding, and that's not good. So let's figure that out and add some CSS to our file. So what I have is I've created this CSS for just a standard image tag, and I'll provide this code for you. And I'm going to add that right here. And let me take these two off for a minute. So I have max width 100%, display block, height auto, margin left auto, margin right auto. And then if I save that and I refresh it, now notice what happened here. This image is no longer centered. This is now centered. And what's nice is as I come down, this is even responsive. So we solved one problem, but we broke another one. So, and also what I don't like that this doesn't have a border on it. And I do like the idea of a border, but I don't like the white border there. So I'm going to add a border of 1 pixel, and I'm still going to have my border radius to all of my images. Save that, refresh it. Notice that now that just gives a nice clean line. And depending on your color schemes and stuff, you can use any color border you want. 1 pixel. Let's see what happens if we go to 2. Save that, refresh the page. 2 pixels gives it a little more. I mean, that might start to be heavy. Um, I've never tried a half a pixel. I'm guessing that's going to be 1. See, so is there any difference between that? There's a half a pixel, and then 1. Refresh it. Nope. So 1 pixel is as small as you can go, and which would make sense, obviously. But what's nice now is with this code applied to all images, I now have a nice clean border. I like the rounded corners. You can do what you want with that. But more important, I have a responsive image. But the problem is this guy here is still not right. So what I need to do is on my W border is I need to add the margin auto left and auto right. So now with this code here, And we go back here, go to our W border. Now we'll save that, refresh the page, and now that image is set, that it's in the center. It has the white border, and all my other images have the small black border. Another thing that might be kind of fun, so if I go back to my hobbies page right here, here's my Corvette image right here. If I add align equals right in my image tag and save that. Actually, I want left. Align equals left. Now what I have is some text up here, and I need to figure out that I should be able to add a little bit of a breather as well. Okay, so the problem is that we don't like this text in the paragraph being right up against the image here. So what we need to do is have the image itself have a margin, give it a little bit of space between the things around it. So I'm going to add to the image tag right here. I'm going to add to the image tag a little margin of 15. And I'll save that and refresh the page. And now notice I've got a little bit of breathing room. And you can play around with all four sides of the margin, how you want that to work. And whether it's left, right, top, and bottom and all, but for that it works out well. Another thing you can do is you can create classes for your images. You could call image.left, image.right if you wanted the images to be on both sides. But what I do like is, I'm curious here if I add 10 pixels down to the bottom. Save that. Is that going to give me a little bit more breathing room on the bottom? Oh, it doesn't like that. 10. How about 0? Oh, 10 pixels. I'm just playing around right now. Boom. Nope. Forget that. So let's just go back to what worked. And just here, I want to show a point. If I go 50, a lot of times when you're playing with CSS, it's a good test to go in extremes. Notice here, now that's way too much, but it proves that it worked and it did something. So 15, go back to that, save it here. So what I like here is that we've done a couple of things now. I'll provide for you this code here, that's a base image code, and then here's image with the W border. For the headshot, and what we've done is we've modified the image tag. We've added a class. We have on our hobbies page here, I do have that I've actually controlled the alignment with the left. I can change this to align right if I didn't use classes for left and right. Save that. Refresh it, and now it's on the other side. And that way you can kind of flip the basic image left and right, however you want to do that. And we have then also added on our header, we've added for our headshot image class equals border. So I hope this helps. Should have figured this out and given this to you a long time ago. So have a good day.